Gamer beware, you're in for a scare. Here's everything you need to know to play Goosebumps the Game. Start with unboxing. Inside you'll find your neighborhood game board, 4 kid movers, the deck of cards with 4 player reference cards, 16 help guide cards, and 93 monster cards, 2 punch sheets. There's also 1 monster die, 4 L clips, 4 monster movers, 12 worm movers, and an instruction sheet. For your first time playing, you will have to defeat the Haunted Mask and say cheese and die. Setup is simple. Place the game board in the middle and assemble each corner edge stand. They slide in like this and slot onto the corner of the game board with their matching color. Each player should pick a kid mover and place it in their matching color house. Make sure each player has a player reference card. It's a great way to keep track of your actions during the game. Place the monster die beside the game board. Shuffle all the help cards and place them face down near the board. Each player draws one to start.
Shuffle the Haunted Mask and Say Cheese and Die card decks, keeping the monsters separate. Then split each one in half and place one at each corner of the board.
Place the Haunted Mask and Say Cheese and Die movers on monster start spaces. They are marked with this symbol. Now let's set up the monster boards. The Haunted Mask should look like this, with all 6 pieces of the Haunted Mask covering Carly Beth's face. The 4 Fright tokens remain beside the board. Similarly, the photo tokens go on the Say Cheese and Die board here. And the 4 Flash tokens go beside the board. All extra monsters and cards can go back in the box for this round. Now, you're ready to play. The goal of the game is to work together to defeat the monsters in your town. You'll need to investigate and find items that will scare the monsters away. You'll do this by getting a scare score. You get the scare score from investigating the monster decks around the neighborhood. But you need to keep moving so you don't get caught by the monsters. Important to note, the board is divided into 4 corners, with locations marked in the color of their corner. Let's see what a turn looks like. Youngest player goes first. On your turn, you can do up to 4 actions. Your options are move, investigate a monster deck, use your scare score, and search the help deck. You can do some of these actions more than once or some not at all. It's up to you. A move is simple. Moving from one location to another counts as 1 action. Try and keep some distance between you and the monsters. You can investigate by drawing a monster card from the corner of the board you're in. But be careful. Whenever you search in the monster deck, you must also roll the monster die, which means the monsters may move toward you or your friends. You can spend scare score to hurt the monsters in different ways. The score is found here on the item cards. It's 1 action to spend scare score, but you can use as much as you'd like. There's also the option to get help. Draw 1 help card as an action, but keep in mind you can only draw 1 per turn, and you can only have 2 help cards at a time. You can use it right away or save it. They can be played at any time, even when it's not your turn. Now let's go through how the monsters move. When you search a monster deck and find an item card, you must roll the monster die. There are 3 different outcomes. All monsters notice you, only monsters in your corner notice you, and no monsters notice you. If you're noticed by a monster, they move 1 location toward you. Monsters always take the shortest route toward a player. If there are 2 options, the player can choose the route. The monster might move twice if it's indicated on the item card, like this. You may also draw special cards, indicated with this symbol. These will help you immediately. Do what the card says, and you don't need to roll the monster die. So, how do we defeat these monsters? In the case of the Haunted Mask, you need to remove all 6 pieces of the Haunted Mask. You need a scare score of 3 to remove each piece. But watch out, if the mask moves onto your space, it scares you. Add a Fright token to the board. 4 of these, and the Haunted Mask wins. Similarly, with Say Cheese and Die, you need to rip up 4 photo tokens to beat the cursed camera. To do this, you need to find location cards. Put the photo token at the location, and it's up to any player to get to that location, and spend 2 scare score to rip up the photo. But be on your guard. If the cursed camera is in the same location as you, it takes your photo. Add a flash token to the monster board. 4 of these, and the monster wins. If any monster defeats you, the game is done. But if you can beat both monsters, you win. When a monster is defeated, remove it from the board. Once you get the hang of the game, you're ready to take on the other monsters. Go eat worms, the Girl Who Cried Monster, and the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Each monster offers a unique game experience and new ways to win. So what are you waiting for? Start playing, if you're not too scared. Goosebumps from Spin Master Game.